going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of the Take Podcast. I'm your host, Jackson Burleson, of course. And in today's episode, I'm going to be giving you guys my NFL playoff predictions. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment and share, as well as check out the Spotify version. Link will be in the description for that. And then check out the take.sport.blog. That's where I post all my sports articles. So make sure to go check that out. It'll be in the description. And then also go check out my social medias. I'm going to pop them on the screen. Go follow those. They'll be in the description as well. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode. So the playoffs are set. We do have our wild card matchups. And first of all, the Chiefs and the Eagles, they have first round buys in the playoffs. I'm really impressed with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is my MVP. I'm just going to say that right now. And then we'll see how the Eagles are. Jalen Hurts, he just played his last game in week 18 for about almost a month. And he looked a little rusty. We'll see if that rust is worn off. But let's go ahead and get into my playoff predictions, you guys. So the first matchup we're going to be going over is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, I think the Los Angeles Chargers are going to win this game, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are a very good football team. They have a lot of momentum. They have been unbelievable this year, and Trevor Lawrence has been playing at an absolutely high level. Doug Peterson, you can see the work that Doug Peterson has spent with Trevor Lawrence, and it's paying off. The work is paying off for Trevor Lawrence this year. I'm really impressed with Trevor Lawrence. He's starting to come into his own and show everybody that he should have been the number one pick in that draft. But the Los Angeles Chargers, if they don't win this game, you guys, their head coach is done. He's fired. Justin Herbert, his first playoff game, but I expect him to at least make the divisional round because the Chargers are a better football team than the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they got a better running game. They got a better quarterback. They got a better defense. I just think on the road, Justin Herbert's going to make some noise, and he's going to win his first ever playoff game in his career, his first one. Now, the next matchup, we're going to go ahead and go down the line here. Bengals-Ravens. Now, I think the Bengals are going to win because there's no telling if Lamar Jackson is going to play or not. Regardless if Lamar Jackson plays or not, the Ravens are not winning this game. The Bengals have Joe Burrow. They've got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase to throw the football to. I mean, and then they got Joe Mixon. I mean, their offense is probably the best in the AFC. I mean, they have so much talent on that side of the ball. I'm not going to bet against Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is so calm and collected in the playoffs, and he proved that last year. I mean, last season, they did some things that no one expected them to do. And now Joe Burrow is in the position that they are in expectations to make a Super Bowl run, and they have to do it this year with the expectations there. So they have a lot to prove, but they're going to win this game. I don't even think this game is going to be close. Bills-Dolphins, this is not even going to be a game. Bills are going to win this game. The Dolphins don't even have Tua. Now, I did hear Tua is having memory issues right now. I'm going to say this on the Take Podcast right now about Tua Tagovailoa. He should retire from the game of football. He should never play another game in the NFL. If he really cares about his mental well-being in the future and he cares about his life, I would not play another game in the NFL after this year. I would not. His brain's going to be mush if he keeps getting concussions. He's not going to be able to talk to his kids. He's not going to be able to talk to his family. It's just going to be really bad. He needs to retire from the game of football. That's what Tua needs to do. But the Bills, they're going to win this game because the quarterback is just not there for the Dolphins. It's sad to see what's going on with Tua Tagovailoa. But the Buffalo Bills, they got motivation as well for Damar Hamlin, and they're going to win this game. I think it's going to be a blowout. Dolphins are going to get blown out. And the first time the Dolphins made the playoffs in years. I feel bad for the Dolphins. But we'll see what happens in free agency. Lamar Jackson to Miami? Maybe that could happen. But Okay, NFC wild card. My Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh my God, you guys. I don't even know what to do for this game. I don't know who to pick. I really don't want to go against my Dallas Cowboys. I really don't want to go against my Cowboys. But I'm going to have to. The Tampa Bay Bucs are going to win this game. They have Tom Brady. They have Chris Godwin. They have Mike Evans. They have weapons on the offensive end. I know their offensive line's beat up, but my Cowboys always play the worst when they're playing against teams they think they can easily beat. It's a fact. And Dak Prescott has been turning the football over way too many times, way too consistently. It's just become a consistent thing. The last 4 games in a row, Dak Prescott has thrown at least 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions. No way we win this game if he throws 2 interceptions. That's just not going to happen. And we're on the road. I'm telling you, after this game, after the Dallas Cowboys lose this game, it's going to be ugly. Mike McCarthy's going to get fired. Kellen Moore is going to get fired. Dan Quinn's going to get promoted up to head coach. I mean, Dak Prescott, he needs to be gone. Like, there's just a lot of things that's going to happen this offseason that is going to be very, very ugly. Very ugly. And I'm not looking forward to this game at all. Because we've been playing terrible football these last couple of games. Terrible football. I don't have faith in my Cowboys, guys. I really don't. And I've been saying this for about a month now. I'm just preparing for it. First round exit. I'm preparing for it. I'm preparing for it with this prediction right here. I'm preparing for it. So that's what's going to happen in this game. Dallas Cowboys, I have no faith. No faith in Dak Prescott. The only way the Cowboys win this game is if we run the football effectively. That is the only way. Dak Prescott is not going to outduel Tom Brady. I'm sorry. He's not. That's just not going to happen. But the next game is Vikings-Giants. Now, I think the Giants are going to win this game. The last time the Vikings and Giants played, the Vikings won on a game-winning field goal, 60-yard field goal. They won on that. The Giants are a good football team. I don't trust the Vikings. I know they have Justin Jefferson, but Kirk Cousins, he's not a good quarterback. He's not going to get him there. He's just not going to get him to the promised land on where they need to be. The Giants are going to win this game, and they're going to upset the Minnesota Vikings at home. I don't see it happening any other way. I love Daniel Jones. I love how good he has been this year with no weapons at the receiver position. And if the Giants can just get some help around him next year, the Giants are going to be a really good team. They're going to be one of the top teams in the AFC if you can just get Daniel Jones some help, which he currently has none of that. So, Giants are going to win this game. 49ers, Seahawks. Now, I think the 49ers are going to win this game. Brock Purdy, he has been playing absolutely fabulous football. I think Brock Purdy, that starting job is his at this moment in time. Because I believe the 49ers are going to make the NFC Championship game. And Brock Purdy, he's going to play some of the greatest football we've ever seen. I mean, he doesn't turn the ball over. He's actually really good at reading defenses. He's Tom Brady 2.0. He's Tom Brady 2.0. Brock Purdy is Tom Brady 2.0. You watch this guy throw the football, it's like watching Tom Brady when he's younger. It's actually absurd to see. Seahawks have no chance. They played abysmal against the Rams last weekend. I just don't see it happening. Don't see a Seahawks upset. 49ers are going to win this game. Excuse me. So, now let's go ahead and get into the divisional round. We're going to start out with the AFC. Chiefs versus Chargers. Chiefs are going to win this game. I love what the Chiefs have been doing. They look like they've been having so much fun. You saw the circle where they were in a circle in the field, and then they kind of just get into a wildcat offense with Patrick Mahomes in the backfield. That's honestly, that's pretty cool, honestly, just to see how much fun this team is actually having. And Patrick Mahomes, with no Tyreek Hill, still 14-3, number one seed. That says a lot. That says a lot about how good of a player Patrick Mahomes is. And like I said before, he's MVP. Now, the Chargers, they're going to be a tough game. I'm not saying they're going to be easy, but the Chiefs are going to win this game. It's at home. It's at Arrowhead. I don't see them losing at Arrowhead. No way. No way. Chargers, they had a good season, making it to the divisional round. That's a good season. I mean, you should not be disappointed about that at all if you're Justin Herbert making the playoffs for the first time in your career. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment. But the Chiefs are going to win this game. I love what they've been doing in the run game with Isaiah Pacheco and Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon has been a beast this year. He's very good in the receiving aspect of the game. Travis Kelce, he's a Hall of Fame tight end, one of the greatest tight ends of all time. And I think he could possibly be the greatest tight end to ever step on a football field when he is done playing. Travis Kelce is that good of a football player. And then, I mean, it's just crazy. Without Tyreek Hill, they're still a number one seed. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The Chiefs are going to win this game. Now, Bills-Bengals. Now, I know Damar Hamlin, that happened. They could have played. If they would have played that game, I think the Bengals would have won that game because they were at home. But I don't see the Bills losing. Just because of everything that's happened with Damar Hamlin, that's going to be so motivating for this Bills team to win. So I think the Bills are going to get over the hump this year and beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals. I know Joe Burrow and the Bengals are going to be a tough out. It's going to be a very entertaining game. It's going to be one of the best games of this entire postseason. But Josh Allen is finally going to come through, and he's going to beat Joe Burrow to advance to the AFC Championship game to take on the Kansas City Chiefs for the third year in a row in the playoffs. So that's going to be a matchup of its own. But the Bengals, they will be back. I'm not saying they're going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And I could see this game going into overtime, guys. I don't think the Bengals are going to be going away in this game. The Bengals very well could win this game, but I just think the Bills are a little bit better this year, and they have a bigger chip on their shoulder to win this year. That's just my opinion. But the NFC divisional round, we're going to go ahead and get into this. Eagles-Giants. Eagles are going to win this game. They've beaten the Giants multiple times this year. They beat them twice, both times. So I don't see the Eagles have the Giants number this year. I don't see Jalen Hurts letting up at all. I think Jalen Hurts is going to be back into playoff form. He's going to be playing good football. He's going to be playing MVP caliber football like he has been all year long before he got hurt. This run game is going to just go down and punch him in the mouth, the Giants. I mean, I just don't see this Giants rushing defense stopping the Philly rushing game at all. But the Eagles need to get their passing game going a little bit. A.J. Brown has not been as much of a factor as he was earlier in the season. So the Eagles, they need to get their passing game going a little bit more. But the Eagles are going to win this game, and they're going to go to the NFC Championship game. Now, you got the Tampa Bay Bucks and the 49ers. Now, the 49ers killed the Tampa Bay Bucks in the regular season, but it is the playoffs. It is Tom Brady. But I just don't see the result being any different. I can see it being a closer game, but the 49ers are going to advance to the NFC Championship game. Tom Brady, you've had a good season. Getting them to the divisional round, being 8-9, not playing some of your best football, not having the best protection, it's okay. The GOAT. You have 7 Super Bowls. Just retire from the game of football. Just enjoy your life. Just go on. You don't have to play the game of football anymore. You really don't. I mean, you still had a great season, but just retire. Go be with your kids. Go be with your family. It's time. You're 46 years of age. Your football career is over. Just go. You're not going to finish on top. I don't think Tom Brady's going to finish on top unless he leaves Tampa Bay. If Tom Brady leaves Tampa Bay, that's a different question. But if he stays in Tampa, he ain't winning another Super Bowl. I can tell you that right now. He is not going to win another Super Bowl. But the 49ers are going to win this game. Now, the AFC Championship game. Chiefs versus Bills. The Bills are going to win this game. Now, if this AFC Championship game happens, it's going to be at a neutral site. That's what I've been hearing. So it's not going to be at Arrowhead, which I think is an advantage for the Buffalo Bills because they cannot seem to win at Arrowhead. at all. They can't seem to win there. So them not playing at Arrowhead is in their favor. And I think this is going to be another classic shootout just like last year, maybe even better, because both of these defenses cannot stop either of these quarterbacks. So Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, they're going to duel it out once again in a crazy shootout for the AFC title. But the Buffalo Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, they have an extra chip on their shoulder this year. They are going to get to the promised land. That's what's going to happen. In the NFC Championship game, the 49ers versus Eagles. This is going to be a tough game to predict. It's going to be tough. But I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers are going to win this game. And they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy, I think he's on a different level. And, rookie quarterbacks with not a lot of film on them, it's hard to predict what they're going to do. He does have a decent amount of film on him. He has like 5 games, but that's not really enough to really, go out there and know exactly what his tendencies are and what he's going to do on a consistent basis. Rookie quarterbacks with not a lot of film on them are just hard to predict. It's just hard to predict. And I think this Philadelphia defense is going to have a hard time stopping, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. I mean, the 49ers have so many weapons on the offensive end, and then they have McCaffrey on top of that. I just think the 49ers and their defense and their offense, I think it's going to be too much for the Eagles, and I don't think this game is going to be close. I think the Eagles are going to I think this game is going to finish 27-14. 49ers are going to come on top. I think the Eagles, they had a great year, but they got a little bit more to learn, and they have a little bit more to add in the rushing side of the defense. Their rushing defense is not good at all. The Philadelphia Eagles, if you running at them effectively, they're screwed. That's why I think if the Dallas Cowboys can run the football and do well, they can beat the Philadelphia Eagles. They've proven that. They've proven that time and time again. Running the football against the Eagles is the key ingredient to beating this team. And the 49ers have the run game to beat them. I think that's the way this game is going to play out. Now, the Super Bowl. We got the Bills and the 49ers. This is going to be an instant classic, but I think the Buffalo Bills are going to come out on top and win the Super Bowl for Damar Hamlin. And Josh Allen is going to be Super Bowl MVP. And finally, after so many years of back in the day in the 90s, where they would make the Super Bowl and lose, they made it to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost all 4 times. They're going to break the curse. They're finally going to win a Super Bowl, and they're going to bring it back to Buffalo. This is going to be a storybook ending to an amazing season for the Buffalo Bills, and it's been a roller coaster for them. At times, Josh Allen, we don't know if he's an MVP candidate. He's not cautious enough with the football. He's really careless with it. He throws too many interceptions. He doesn't read the defense. He doesn't take the short routes down low. He doesn't do checkdowns. There were a lot of questions about Josh Allen's decision-making. Josh Allen, this is your time to prove to the NFL that you are a good decision-maker and you can do this. You can do this. Buffalo Bills, they're winning the Super Bowl. They're the best team in the NFL. If they don't win the Super Bowl this year, this season's going to haunt them because I think this is the year that they could have done it. This is the year. So, Buffalo Bills, that's my Super Bowl prediction. That is my playoff predictions for this year. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what matchups you would change. Let me know who you guys winning the Super Bowl. Let me know in the comments who you guys have winning the Super Bowl. But this has been another episode of the Take Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with anyone you can. And then check out the Spotify version that will be in the description. So make sure to go check it out. And then also check out the take.sport.blog. I will be writing more sports articles for this year. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And then just follow my social medias. Once again, I'm going to pop them on the screen. Make sure to go follow those. And so you do not miss out on any more episodes, follow those. Those will be in the description below. But I am your host, Jackson Burleson, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Take Podcast.